What's up, my niggas and negroids? Welcome to the Gray Room with JC. Me. You guys like drugs? Some of you might say yes, some of you might say no. Well, here's how I feel about drugs. Take them if you want. Don't bring them around me, because I'm a recovering addict. But right now, we're going to be doing something that's pretty fun. We're either going to knock PSAs or say what are pretty good. We got a few PSAs. We got a few PSAs to go through. So let's go ahead and begin. And I'm going to start with one of the most popular ads of all time when it comes to drug PSAs.
I'm Michael Jordan. McDonald's restaurants have given me this time to talk to you about something we both really care about: kids. Kids are the reason McDonald's sponsors their Get It Straight program, a national drug awareness effort.
First off, he's in the gray room, just like me. So we have the same vibe going on, and I don't appreciate it because I'm speaking real facts, and he's telling you not to do drugs. That's the difference. All right, I got wisdom, and he plays basketball. Did I just diss one of the greatest players of all time and say he's not smart? Yeah. Am I gonna regret that if he somehow gets wind of this and says, "Beat me in a 1v1 in basketball"? Yeah. Am I gonna get out there and get my 1v1 with Michael Jordan? No. Am I gonna duck it? Yeah. This bit has went on for way too long. Yeah.
Think about this. Many of you using drugs out there now are under 18. Do you realize that at 18 you have lived only 1/4 of your life? When you're using drugs,
I don't know if that math is right. I don't think that math is right. Oh my God. So, first things that we're gonna need is one, the life expectancy of a average American in 1987. So, with the research we have, that is 74.77. Then we're gonna have to divide it by 4 because he said that is 1/4 of your life. So then that brings us all the way down to 18.69. Michael? Michael? How do you know these things? We're in this little spot where we're wrong about something, and this is the whole point of the study, is to prove someone else wrong. So Michael Jordan is right. That is 1/4 of your life. But how does smoking a little bit of ruin the whole rest of the third force, huh? Tell me that, Michael. Riddle me that, Michael. I want to hear. Let me know.
you're only cheating yourself out of the chance to find out who you really can be. And believe me, if you don't use drugs, you can just about be anything you want to be.
Michael. 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 Hey man, what if I want to be a basketball player, Michael? I want to dunk. You know, let me dunk? Hmm? Hmm? Michael, don't you lie to me again.
Listen, you got at least 3/4 of your life to go. That's 3 more lifetimes to you. So don't.
How many times, Michael? How many times are you going to tell me I have 3/4 of life left? I feel like you said that 4 times already. So let's wrap it up and get the show on the road. I just want to hear you say the meme.
Lord, don't do drugs. If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help. McDonald's wants you to give yourself a chance.
You know, what's crazy about this whole entire thing is that he said the meme and this catapulted into everything but drugs. in stopping drugs. You have done nothing. And this is all sponsored by McDonald's. So we got Pee Wee Herman gonna tell me to stop doing crack cocaine. The thing about that, I was never doing crack to begin with. I think going straight to crack, and PSAs aren't just like I get that PSAs are just, advice to anybody. Anybody can take information from a PSA and use that for themselves. That does not mean PSAs are just for kids or just for adults. But PSAs, however, are geared to and made for children, to get children to not touch or think about drugs. It's a scare tactic for children, usually. What I'm getting at here is that I feel like crack is not a child's drug. Like children don't go from 0 to 100 when it comes to drugs. I've never met, and granted, I haven't went to many schools. I've only been to maybe 3 elementary schools, maybe 4. 4 elementary schools my whole entire life, right? And every single one of those schools, and granted, they weren't really bad neighborhoods, of course, so you can't really say, there's different circumstances. The only drug that most children have heard is weed. That's pretty much it. And weed is just terrible in the mind of a child. Crack, when you hear about crack, you heard crack through the TV. You didn't hear about crack through your neighborhood. You heard about crack on the TV. It is a TV drug. And you know what that means? To a 8-year-old, it's not real. Crack isn't real. So, as someone who thought crack just couldn't be a real thing and crack was just like kryptonite or something like that, like not real, seeing something like this wouldn't have fazed me. I'd have been like, dude, crack. Pee Wee Herman's gonna tell me about crack? Dude, Pee Wee Herman couldn't tell me about weed. And weed is real. I seen weed. I ain't never seen crack. You know what I'm saying? Like, at that age, I've never seen crack. I've never seen that. So, let's just get into this video, because I'm over here ranting for no reason.
This is crack. Rock cocaine.
Fucking what, Pee Wee? I forgot what he sounded like. I'm being honest with you. I was not expecting this. It's crack. And what's crazy about this whole entire picture that we have here, all right, is the fact that we have this dude who looks like a literal doll holding a bottle of non-existent poison. Non-existent poison. Like, that's not real. Like, crack, bro, crack has to be fake. Crack has to be literal. There's no way you're smoking a rock. I don't understand that. Like, I just recently learned the process of making crack cocaine. Still, you couldn't give me a rock and tell me to smoke it. I promise you that. I think crack is stupid as an idea. What I'm getting at here is that Pee Wee Herman officially shocked me, so he got me with that. I didn't think Pee Wee was gonna go, there's crack, and now I don't really want to continue the video, but I have to, because I don't. It might work because of just how much I don't believe crack was a real drug back then, and how much I just genuinely believe that no one under the age of 15 was ever dabbling in crack.
It isn't glamorous or cool or kid stuff. It's the most addictive kind of cocaine, and it can kill you. What's really bad is nobody knows how much it takes.
That's how drugs work. There is no, when it comes to non over the counter or prescribed drugs, any dose can kill you. Pretty much any dose can kill you. You inject heroin into your bloodstream with a little bit of air in it, you'll kill yourself. You'll die. It's real. Like, and as much as I keep saying those aren't real, oh my god, dude, I'm gonna have like people at my throat for this. But so when you're sitting here talking about heroin and crack and cocaine, you can either go through a whole bunch of like what you would call, doses, or you die from one dose. Like, you don't know. You don't know. So I agree with that. You don't know. You don't know. I think that's a little obvious though, but to a 6-year-old, you don't know. You don't know. So I give that. It's like I said, it's not designed for what you would call adults.
So every time you use it, you risk dying. It isn't worth it. Look, everybody wants to be cool. But doing it with crack isn't just wrong. It could be dead wrong.
Nigga, no one thought crack was cool. Maybe back in 1987, maybe. Like I said, this is not made for an adult. This is not made for an adult in 2023. This isn't made for me. This is not made for me. However, I'm still going to deduct points because no one thinks crack is cool. Everyone thinks crack is not real. Like, no matter who I go up to, if you told like any child that's like 6, and you go, "Do you know what crack is?" They're gonna be like, "What?" And then they're gonna skip off to their day. But if you go up to them and go, "What is weed?" They'll be like, "I think you smoke it." I got scared. I don't like getting scared. The shock factor already happened. Now you're just kind of freaking me out, and I don't appreciate it. However, good message. All these are gonna have good messages. I shouldn't be judging by the message. However, Michael Jordan's was sucky compared to this one. Because Michael Jordan was like, "Stop it, get some help," right? He said, "This can be solved." They said, "You smoke crack cocaine, you're gonna die. It's over." Which really, really tells a 6-year-old or a 7-year-old or an 8-year-old or a 9-year-old or 11-year-old, 6 through 11, like, they're all basically thinking the same. You're basically telling them you will die from this non-existent drug. Because like I keep saying to people, when I was 6 years old and you came up to me and you were like, "What's crack?" I'd be like, "The thing that splits the ground." Because I didn't understand what the heck crack